back to the oil sandwich plate. You do need to use Teflon tape if you're running anything to it. Even the plugs that go, if you're not running any kind of sensor, you still need to use a little Teflon tape to plug it up. Otherwise, you'll have just the tiniest bit of a leak. But this is for the oil pressure sensor, and these are for the cooling lines. And, you tighten them down as much as you can. Just don't tighten too hard, otherwise you'll break it. But, yep. Okay. So once you got your, sandwich plate all wrapped up with Teflon tape and tightened down pretty good, be careful with this sensor right here. It's made out of plastic on one side, so you don't want to, force it in there and tighten it too hard. You'll snap it and break. You know how sensors are. But once you're done with that, where is it? It's down there. Every car's got its own size filter. I don't know what you call it. Size filter bolt that goes in with the sandwich. This thing. This is a 3/4. Obviously, is what my car takes. I don't know where I can fucking sit this. But basically, you put it in here, it's gonna go. It's gonna go like that. I wonder if I should put the sensor on the other side. I guess you would try to figure out what sides the sensor needs to go through, because clearance is an issue. Obviously, because I think that might be an issue if it sits right there. I don't know. I'll find out real quick. Okay, so that was the right side it needed to be on. Just had to double check and make sure before I do anything. But I'm going to go ahead and hook up the coolant lines before I put on the sandwich plate, just to make sure everything's tight and it's not leaking oil. Because once you put the plate on and try to put the lines on, it's kind of hard to turn these once the plate's on, because the clearance is just fucked up. So I'm going to put those on and then hook them up to the oil cooler once they're on. Everything's all set and adjusted. Let me do that real quick. Alright, so we got this mounted up. Everything's good with it. I'm not going to be doing much more right now. I will continue doing this later. But as you can see, you got the pressure sensor hooked up. You need to make sure that it clears that belt, your serpentine belt. I don't know if you can see in there. Probably not. But it needs to come out through the belt, through back behind here, and just use some zip ties to go all the way around until you break through your firewall. I use the entrance over there. I'm sure most of you already know where that hole is. And until you're ready to hook up the coolant lines, make sure you keep them bagged up so nothing actually gets in there. Because you don't want to hook up the coolant lines and actually, feed the oil with crap in it and just get clogged up in your engine. But as soon as it stops raining and all this shit goes away, which I don't know when it will be, I live in Florida, I will continue the video. Alright, so just to recap what we've been doing, we're going ahead and installing the oil cooler lines and the oil sandwich plate, running these cooling lines, brand new ones, all the way to the front, trying to stay away from the exhaust and the wheel pulleys and everything else that's bundled up in this one tight space. And as soon as we get that done, we are going to go ahead and hook up all the gauges. We've already done a couple, but yeah. And after that's done, I'm going to go ahead and do a new valve cover, repaint it, and put something better. It used to just be black and green. Yep.